Namaskar everyone, class 9 chapter number 1 is going to finish. So today I am going to discuss some NCERT questions for you. Now children, these questions are very important because they are based on the basic concepts of matter. Okay, so on page number 6 in your NCERT book it is given that question number 1, that is you have to arrange the following things according to their increasing order of their densities. As we all know the formula of density, it is mass upon volume. Okay, so directly proportional to the mass and inversely proportional to the volume of that particular object. So if we are here, we are given with some important things, so you have to arrange them according to the particles densities. So in case of air, in case of exhaust coming out of the chimneys, factories, etc., the cotton, iron, chalk, so these substances you have to arrange according to the basis of the densities. So here the condition is you have to arrange in an increasing order. Increasing order means from the lowest to the highest. Okay, so here the arrangement is such like this. Air has the lowest density among all the given substances, whereas iron is having the largest or heaviest in the density. Okay, so after air, exhaust, cotton, water, honey and chalk, then iron. So here iron is the particle which is having the most density. Okay, among the following. Let's come to the question. In question number 2, we have to comment the following different terms. Okay, we have to give the definition. Now, what does the rigidity means? Rigidity is a propensity of a substance to continue remain in its shape whenever external force is applied. It means propensity means the tendency of any substance to be in into its own shape. Okay, and though we are applying the external force to that object, it remains in its own shape, it will not change. For example, if we have a duster, the duster is solid. If I am going to press it and providing it an external force, but the shape and size of this duster, the object is not going to be changed, it remains same. This is known as rigidity. Okay. Second is compressibility. I already explained to all that what is compressibility. Attribute of the particles to contract its intermolecular space whenever external force is given to it. So when I explained you about the differences between the solid, liquid and gases properties, so I discussed about the compressibility factor also. Compressibility is a thing in which whenever we are applying more force to any state of the matter, if the intermolecular space is larger, so the object becomes contracted. Okay, and suppose if the object is having very least intermolecular force, so it will not contract, it will not going to change its shape. For a simple example is if we are having a sponge. Okay, sponge is a solid, but the intermolecular force between the sponge particles are more as compared to the duster, the solid duster which is made up of wood. So in among both the examples, if I am giving more pressure, so only sponge is going to compress more as compared to this duster. The third quantity is fluidity. Okay, fluidity is the ability of a substance to flow. The motion of the particle that is known as fluidity. For example, water, we have water, okay, honey, glue. So these types of liquid, they shows a flow thing, okay, flow property or property of motion in the particles, that is known as fluidity. Okay, and they have a different kind of the fluidity factor, depends upon their concentration of the particles. Now come to the shape. What is the meaning of shape? It is a external boundary which is given to any object, that is known as shape. For example, we have duster, we have pen, we have board. So we are having a bounded boundary, external boundary, that is known as shape. Now come to the kinetic energy. Okay children, kinetic energy is a motion energy, okay, or whenever particle moves, whenever they gain the energy or whenever the stored energy which is known as potential energy convert into motion, so that is known as kinetic energy. Means kinetic energy allow the particles to move, okay, move and to so that particles can easily collide. Okay, as I explained this term in when I explained the perfume example. Okay, Now kinetic energy in case of solid liquid gases, the gases shows the maximum kinetic energy because that their particles are freely moved and they have a large intermolecular spaces, okay, as compared to liquid and solid. So this is their arrangement in increasing order. Kinetic energy formula is half mv square. Here m is the mass of the object and v is the velocity of the object. Okay, I hope these questions are clear to all of you. Let's begin with the next. Let's move to the next question. Question number 3. It is, you have to give reason for the following. The first one is, a gas fills completely the vessels in which it is kept. So this is the question. Now you have to give the reason of this question. The answer is very simple, children, because in case of gas, there is a large intermolecular space and the particles freely move, okay, and because they possesses highest kinetic energy, right? That is why they can freely move and completely spread out in a given container. Now the second one is, a gas exerts pressure on the walls of the container. Okay, yes, of course, because the particles are freely moving in a container, as well as it is possessing high kinetic energy, so they are in random motion. So inside the container they move, the particles move in any directions, and hence the collision takes place. What is collision? You know that the hitting, okay, the hitting among the particles of the gases as well as the particles with the walls of container. That is why gas particles hit the walls of container. Now the third question, C part, is, a wooden table should be called as solid. Yes, we had already discussed the properties of solid, and wood has a compact structure, it has a definite shape, a very less intermolecular space, hence it is known as rigid substance. That is why it is solid in nature. Now the D point is, the D question, we can easily move our hand in air, but to do the same through the solid block of wood we need a karate expert. Yes, of course, because in here you need to compare the gas molecules as well as the solid, okay, difference between the gas and solid. So make sure gas molecules are loosely packed. We all know the arrangement is loosely packed structure, and so we can break easily, okay, we can move our hand easily in air, in gas, right? But in case of, because here the force of attraction between the particle is very less, okay, because they are very far from each other, right? The particles are very far from each other in case of gas, so they have very less force of attraction. But in case of solid, the particles are very close to each other, they are in a compact arrangement, so they feel a large attraction, force of attraction. That is why solids force is maximum, so we cannot easily break the solids. We need a karate expert. Now on page number 9, there are few more questions are given. In the first question, we need to convert the temperature, okay, units from Kelvin to degree Celsius. So the first, for example, 300 Kelvin is given. So now you have to convert this Kelvin into degree Celsius, right? So degree, as we all know that at 0 degree Celsius the temperature Kelvin becomes 273, right? So in the question 300 Kelvin is given. So we need to subtract 300 from 273 to convert it into degree Celsius. So the answer is 27 degree Celsius. Now come to the second question. Now here the conditions are given that the physical state of water at temperature 250 degrees Celsius and at temperature 100 degrees Celsius, you have to find out the physical state of water. Okay, as we all know that the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius, so means at 100 degrees Celsius water start to boil. Okay, the first bubble comes, we can see. So at 250 degrees Celsius, as we all know that it is above the boiling point of water, so always water exists in a gaseous state. Okay, the gaseous state is the physical state of the water at 250 degrees Celsius temperature. But in case of 100 degrees Celsius temperature, what is the physical state of water? So we can say that at this point of time, this state is known as a transition state. Transition means an intermediate state where the water, the liquid is not completely in a liquid state and not completely in a gaseous state. So water exists in both this condition, liquid as well as in gaseous state at 100 degrees Celsius temperature. Okay, and this state is known as transition state. Now the next question is, for any substance, why does the temperature remain constant during the change of state? Of course, we had discussed about the latent heat, children. Okay, Latent heat is the sufficient amount of energy every substance required to convert their states. Okay, one state to another state. So in the interconversion part, we had discussed the about latent heat. Now the reason is, due to latent heat, when heat is supplied to the substance, it is used up completely in the transformation of one state to another state. Hence, at that point of time, temperature remains constant. The temperature will not decrease or increase, it remains constant, because at that moment of time, substance is converting its states, converting into another state, so it is required it is using the latent heat. Heat is required using for the conversion of the state. Now the last question in the series is, suggest a method to liquefy atmospheric gas. The simple method is, we need to increase the pressure. In the piston diagram I explained already, and we need to decrease the temperature. Okay? Whenever we are changing these two states, in factors topic we discussed. So whenever we change the pressure or temperature of the particular system, definitely it will compress and the liquid convert into gas. The common example is LPG gas cylinders. Okay, few more questions. Why does a desert cooler cools better in a hot dry day, right? So the answer is, cause temperature is high and less humid on hot dry day, which enables better evaporation, hence more cooling. See, children, whenever evaporation is more, the cooling will be more effective. Okay, at high temperature the humidity in the air is very less. Okay, and this will happen only in hot dry day generally. So we can say that better evaporation, hence more easy cooling. Next question is, how does the water, okay, next question is, why does our palm feel cold when we put some acetone, petrol or perfume on it? See children, acetone, petrol, perfumes are all volatile substances. What are volatile substances? The substances which evaporates easily at room temperature. Okay, they are generally exist in a liquid state, but at room temperature they'll get converted into the gaseous state. So that is why they are known as volatile substances, and hence whenever they come in a contact of air, what is going to happen? Evaporate easily. And generally evaporation uses the energy from the palm on which acetone, petrol, these volatile substances are kept. So this leaves a cooling effect on the palm. That is why we feel cool. Okay, the same thing happen when we keep ice on our hand, on a palm. Ice is generally hot in nature, it is not cool. Okay, so ice generally, what is going to, it absorb all the energy of the palm, okay, and leaves a cooling effect due to the evaporation. Okay, it will convert gradually into liquid state from solid. The next question is, we need to arrange the following in the order of their force of attraction. Force of attraction is the force between the particles, the attraction between the particles. Okay, oxygen is generally exists in a gaseous state, and water in a liquid, okay, and sugar in a solid form. So it is very easy to know that solid, sugar are having more attraction, force of attraction as compared to water and oxygen. Next question, water exists in a liquid form at room temperature. Generally generally room temperature is 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. Generally we have used. So what happened? Water only converted states only at 0 degrees Celsius or at 100 degrees Celsius, right? So at 0 degrees and 100 degrees they are known as a transition state for the water at room temperature. So only when water reaches to such temperature it will convert its states. Okay. The next question, the next is, iron is solid at room temperature. Yes, of course, because iron is a very strong metal, right? Its melting and boiling point is very high. It is about 1538 degrees Celsius and 2862 degrees Celsius. So at room temperature, this reaching to such temperature is very difficult. So iron always exists in a solid state. I will give you the pictures of the papers and the questions and answers, and I hope these videos are very helpful for you. Do learn, do study, watch all the videos, understand the concept, and Thank you so much, because our first chapter is over. Thanks a lot. So class 9, we have finished with our chapter number 1, matter in our surrounding, and I hope all the uploaded videos are helpful for you and you are understanding the topic, because this is the basic chapter. Okay, and I'm trying to give you more material. Whatever we had discussed in today's video, the question and answers, I will write all the questions in a paper and will send it to you. So this will be very helpful. Also, you can download any NCERT app from Play Store, where you can see your NCERT class 9 textbook. So in that all the content is given. Okay children, be happy, be healthy. Thank you so much. Bye bye.